However, let's return to the hero of our today's story, Xedos 6, factory series of the CA body. To reduce the cost of introducing a new model, the developers went the easiest way, creating a 6 based on the Mazda 626 GE. Xedos 6 was produced with only one body type, a 4-door sedan. To give the 6 swiftness, they sacrificed the dimensions of the car. It is 135 mm shorter than the 626 GE, 55 mm narrower and 50 mm lower. But the base remained the same, 2,610 mm. The length of the car was tightened, reducing the overhangs of the body, because of which the trunk volume suffered, which is only 405 liters, minus 50 liters. At the same time, the Xedos 6 body has deformation zones that absorb impact energy, and the interior has a special protective capsule reinforced with additional stiffening bars. In addition, a driver's airbag was included as standard. Although, of course, it's better not to get into an accident. Body parts for the 6 are expensive and even used ones are rare. There are comments on visibility. The hood drops steeply down, so the front dimension of the car is not visible, as well as the rear one. Another minus that owners often complain about is the insufficient illumination of the road with low-beam headlights. 6s come to Ukraine not only from abroad. Until 1998, modifications with the 2.0-liter V6 engine were officially sold in Ukraine, and all cars equipped with a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine were imported into our country through the Gray Way. With these two petrol versions, the choice of powertrains was exhausted. According to experts, the average resource of engines is about 250 to 300,000 kilometers, after which they begin to eat up oil. In this case, it is advisable to make an intermediate overhaul by replacing the rings, valve seals, and all motor gaskets. The gas distribution mechanism of both units is driven by a toothed belt. The original part serves 100,000 kilometers, after which in a 4-cylinder engine it must be replaced along with the tension and guide rollers, and in the V6, with one more guide and 3 bypass. It is clear that the maintenance of the 6-spot unit is much more expensive. It should also be taken into account that the V-shaped engine is sensitive to overheating, which is fraught with costly repairs to cylinder heads. By 100,000 mileage, oil leaks appear from under the valve covers of this unit. If you are going to opt for a 2.0-liter version released before 1995, please note that its sore place is the timing drive. When its parts are worn, a distinct knock appears during engine operation. In 1995, its design was improved, and this problem no longer arose. The weak point of the 1.6-liter unit is hydraulic lifters, which do not differ in durability. The fact that they are worn out will be reported by a characteristic knock when the engine is cold. Most Xedos 6 operated in Ukraine are equipped with 5-speed manual gearboxes. Versions with the 4-band automatic make up about 30% of the total number of 6s. On average, an automatic transmission serves about 300,000 kilometers, and then a major overhaul may be required, which costs about $1,000. Therefore, if you are offered a copy with an automatic machine that has run this distance, think about whether you are ready to spend a considerable amount on the repair of a complex unit soon. According to the manufacturer's recommendations, the oil in the machine does not need to be changed. It is designed for its entire service life. However, experts from the branded service station still recommend changing it along with the filter every 70,000 kilometers. The same frequency of maintenance of a manual transmission. Many owners of Xedos 6 complain about the fuzzy inclusion of steps in the mechanics. The reason for this is clogging or wear of the fluoroplastic bushings of the gearshift mechanism, which need to be cleaned or replaced. On average, with a normal driving style, the clutch disc serves about 200,000 kilometers. In 10-year-old cars with such a run, the rubber pipes of the hydraulic clutch drive fail, so the fluid flows out of the system. The 6 was designed to be more of a driver's car than the Mazda 626 GE, so the Xedos SIXS suspension is stiffer and provides better stability. But the design of both chassis is the same. McPherson struts are installed in the front, and the 3-lever and anti-roll bars are installed in the back. Masters say that most often when driving on our roads, you have to change the stabilizer struts, on average, every 50,000 kilometers. The rest of the parts last much longer. True, the cost of repairing the suspension increases the cost of the fact that the ball bearings change along with the front levers, and the silent blocks separately. Bushings are also offered along with the rear links. However, even the most loaded longitudinal thrust lasts about 100,000 kilometers and costs $120, $150. Although, in principle, you can save money by choosing non-original bushings that are supplied separately. Thanks to the use of disc mechanisms, front, ventilated, and regular ABS, the brake system of the 6 is highly efficient. As a rule, during the operation of serious problems with it does not arise. Unless in old cars the handbrake cable rusts, which can subsequently lead to failure of the rear brakes. Sharp steering, equipped with hydraulic booster, provokes active driving. Reika, unfortunately, is not distinguished by the famous Japanese indestructibility. Our consultants recalled cases of leakage of its seals. But, as a rule, this happens due to the untimely replacement of the tie rod ends, which break the oil seals. The only good news is that the rail is collapsible and can be repaired. Mazda Xedos 6 is a car for those who prefer to be the owner of an unusual car and at the same time love an active driving style. Moreover, you will not need to overpay for these advantages. The cost of the car is comparable to the price of many competitors. True, its repair and maintenance are more expensive.